The questions of what's your number one parenting tip? Are you in elementary school? So they have a list of questions that they've already prepared. They don't have dialogue because they're not educated in any form of conversation or subject matter. Meaning they don't want to be put on the spot and not know the answer. However, that makes an interesting broadcast, so none of you are up to shit. What's your number one parenting tip? None of your fucking business. That's the parenting tip. It's called privacy. My children deserve privacy. Oh, they must be pressuring Gary Vee's kids to be in the spotlight now. That's some fucked up shit. So I don't know about you, but I would fight tooth and nail if I actually gave a shit to say I ain't doing that shit. Because you live in a country of independence of the United States of America, and you have the ability to say no. So if I see that bitch standing next to those two kids, you better believe I will be raising fucking hell. If I see that she's at your house for Thanksgiving, this shit is going to hit the fucking fan. Do you fucking hear me? Because every fucking year he does some diabolical bullshit to prove something to himself. So that he's a man. Oh, you better believe tomorrow you're getting some really whacked out shit content, you motherfucker. And it might even be that there is no content, so that you're gonna have to sit lowly in your low life with your weird ass Russian family in my fucking country. Your brother and your sister are not American. Take a look at who went to Mona Vance's birthday party this year with her husband after you knew that I had just watched the television show Suits so that she could play off of my television show Suits. While you stood there and you kissed the bitch in your weird ass white apartment while she stood there in her fucking underwear. And that's who you really are, Gary Vee. Fucking whacked out motherfuckers who you fucking are, dude. All you ever do is show your fucking true fucking colors. She went to that fucking restaurant because I knew it and I told y'all then. Looking longingly at each other. Brings out a fucking cake. That's what? Nothing on it. Well, I need to tell everybody that I'm a eat queen. I eat queen. Everyone's miserable as fuck. All out of integrity. So that Princess Mona and Melissa Wood can take video of happy birthday, Gary. While your sister and your brother-in-law sit at the table. So they can watch the what? Shit show? So that they can be a part of the shit show. Where are her parents? Where are your parents? But you sure have done this for a long time, Gary Vee. So there must be something about that Persian puss that you sure do like. To where you'll introduce your son to that piece of shit. Think about that for a second, folks. You know for a fact watching that shit. And you got a fucking Persian whore that does that fucking shit. And he posts that shit. And he's got 2 kids at home that were little at the time. And 4 years later, he's still posting content with her. There ain't nobody in the fucking planet that could be a thick enough wall to protect 2 children from that piece of shit. Not a fucking man in the fucking world that can protect 2 kids from a piece of bitch shit like that. Yet there he fucking erotically goes, posting more fucking weird ass fucking content while his kids are sitting there looking at that shit, where they then have to go to fucking school. And people are watching it and they're talking about it. And they're saying, why is he doing that? And all that other weird ass shit that they say at school. And then he says, well, let's have a sit down talk about it. Oh, I'm sorry, but the choices that you make a direct reflection on what I have to deal with every fucking day. I don't want to sit down and have a fucking conversation with you. I don't even want to ever fucking see your ass ever fucking again. So now Gary Vee's shown his true colors as a parent because his entire existence has been about himself. About his entire career has literally been him about himself. And it clearly shows in the two children that he's trying to bring up in a conversation where he then talks about no deodorant with no parabens. Deodorant with no parabens. And then Mona Van, my fiance, she likes to talk about Eat Clean. And then I do these Eat Clean parties, and then I do all this dumb shit with her, and now I'm like really intelligent. While all you motherfuckers go on the T with V and act like he's so intelligent. I mean, have you not noticed the class of people has gotten lower and lower and lower and lower? I mean, maybe it's just me. You used to maybe be decent, but then COVID hit and you all went fucking crazy and none of you stood up for shit. You all went into your fucking caves. You all didn't stand up for America. You didn't do shit to support him. You just used him for what you could get, just like you do all other people in your lives. You don't put up a fight. You just say, oh, go for it. Here, oh, we don't have clean water, do we? Well, I'm just going to blame Gary Vee for my failures. Okay. And then he's like, well, when are you going to support me? Where's my time? My turn to get supported. Well, go hang out with your fucking bitch fiance where she's going to sell you on VeeFriends, everybody. Because it's all about adults and NFTs. You know, knickknacks and shit. We're all talking about Jews and shit. While she supports a watermelon mocktail. All very subtly, of course, because everything about her is extremely perfectly Persian. All perfectly Persian at your fancy home in New Jersey where she sits while your teacher sits behind you and everyone just sits there and says, we're so innocent in all of this. And he says, there's my fiance, everyone. She says, hello, everyone. I'm his fiance. I was just at the Barnes & Noble signing of the book of a children's book. And then all of you just say, oh, well, the world's falling to the Middle East and he's engaged to a Middle Eastern. That's not the person that you used to know, is it, teacher? Definitely not the person that you used to know, because the person that you used to know would not be sucking face in front of somebody that he did what he did to at a VCon 2022, nor would he be doing any of those fucking bullshit in front of all of the blah, blah, blah.